Gnarly was actually Alira's idea. She was like, you want to do Gnarly? And I was like, girl, are you sure? I mean, I'm down. Let's see if we can do it. And then, and then it happened. I'm usually pretty good at keeping it together for meet and greets because I like mentally prepare because, there's a lot of emotions and feelings and I can't be, breaking down after every single meeting. But I think this time around, it was harder to contain and harder to hold it together. There were just a lot of really key moments and things that happened that kind of, I think over the years, you guys have gotten very good at breaking that barrier that I often try to put up. I was able to meet Semicolon, who traveled very far, and there was a handful of you that traveled so far away to see me, and that always makes me feel very, very, very loved and very grateful and thankful that you would even decide to do that. And for a lot of you, it was like your first time in the States, and I was just like, your first time in the States is coming to see me at a meet and greet is crazy, but of course I appreciate it very, very much. But I got to meet Semicolon. I just want you to know that the words that you said to me during that meet and greet really, really meant a lot. And I couldn't really thank you well enough in my words because of the short amount of time. And I wasn't prepared because I thought, I always want to keep it together and smile and make sure that you guys know that I'm listening to everything you're saying. And I guess with that mindset, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for what they would say to me and everything that they shared. I don't know, something in me just like moved, and whatever, guard and composure that was there loosened itself and really like went down. I just like broke, and I feel bad because I felt bad because I was crying and I didn't want that to be, the whole of our time together. But I guess I'm trying to use the opportunity now to share how much those words meant to me and how I was kind of it was like a combination of disbelief and also just like I did something, I guess. And there was a few of you where, the things that you were saying to me, it also got to me, and I tried not to, make it too obvious that I was crying. I don't know why in that moment. And like watching them talk, and they were holding a rainbow fan, and I saw later in their tweets that they had it's not a button, it was like a pin or something. A pin, like a cloth pin or something that said trans rights are human rights. And they were just talking about how I've been able to provide a safe place for them, and that I was able to help them and be a good influence because of my queerness. Talking about the queer community in Japan, I think it never really, sometimes I am aware of, or you guys help me become aware of things that I've done or have been able to do. A lot of the time I just kind of think, I'm just here in my little room in front of my PC. I rarely go out anymore, I don't know if that amount of like credit and praise is really, I guess it's hard for me to accept. It's hard for me to accept that I have done those things or have made those types of influences or differences. But you know, hearing you guys say it to me, seeing you guys say it to me, I guess especially because at a meet and greet, you're directly speaking to me and saying it to me in front of my face. I got nowhere to go. I can't escape from the meet and greet, you know? And so I'm there to listen. So I have to sit there and take it all in. Yeah, I guess it's like compliment jail. Well, that's what I did to Craig because, you know, it was my turn this time. But I think maybe because a lot of you know and realize that I've not been feeling the best. And not really, I don't really know or understand what's been going on with me, but, you know, I have therapy every week, so that's between me and my therapist. But also, you guys aren't stupid, you know? You guys are just as emotionally intelligent as I am, or if not, some of you are more so. And a lot of you mentioned it during the meet and greets, and I do feel a little bit bad to make you guys worry about me or to worry for me. Of course, we all going through shit, you know? Everyone goes through something, and I'm no different. But I really, really do appreciate the concern and that you guys care. And you know, not to pry or dive too deep, just a quick little mention of, you know, I know it's been hard for you, but etc. And maybe that's why this time around the meet and greets hit harder and felt more like you know that gif of No Face getting hit by the waves? It's an old one, but that's how I was feeling, I guess. And there was that woman too who you came because your son was watching me, and then your son got you and your husband into watching me too, and you came to my meet and greet. You were one of the first few, and I was holding it together real good at that point because that was like the beginning of the meet and greets. But it was really stirring up in me while you were talking to me. I just wanted to let you know that, because just the knowledge of like a family being able to come together with a shared interest of like watching me, of all people, is crazy. And you know, the thing that you told me, that you said that your son was okay with you telling me, was also, I was also very like thankful, and it's so crazy that you would allow me to know those things. So thank you for trusting me with that info. Yeah, just like a lot of different moments and stuff that, I don't know, made me think maybe I should give myself a little more credit. So thank you for allowing me to feel that way. I don't know. You know, Mercury is not even in retrograde right now, which is also crazy. Retrograde ended a while ago, but for some reason, there's just so much crying and tears and whatever, and emotions welling up. I don't know, maybe it's just me feeling this way, but it felt, this anime impulse felt really different for some reason, for me at least. But I'm really thankful. I hope that I can keep doing what the hello. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. He gave me a big hug, is what it says. Are you watching me right now? Sorry. Hey. I think I'm feeling very emotionally sensitive right now for some reason. I don't know. Thank you for giving me a hug in Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't, there's probably clips of it, but BTB made some announcements during Anime Impulse, so I hope that you guys are looking forward to seeing them at Anime Impulse Dallas.